What's up, guys? Back with another video. It's been a little while. Been sick the past few days and feeling a lot better now. My throat was all messed up. Had a cold, so couldn't really speak that well. So now I feel a lot better. So get back into this video. This video is a matchup video with Bison against Necalli. So this matchup is, I'll say, kind of tough for Bison. It is pretty tough because Necalli's jump heavy punch beats out this sometimes. Like, you have to be very play very lame, and just it's all about poking out Necalli and stuffing out most of his attempts to try to get in on you. Because once he gets in on you, it's very tough to get out because he has good options against Bison. So let's go over his the neutral game. So against Necalli, a lot of experienced Necallis against Bison are going to be pressing crouching strong against Bison because it beats out the Psycho Axe. So Necalli that can use the crouching medium punch, like space it out well, is very good for stuffing out the Psycho Axe. So you don't really want to be using Psycho Axe too much. It's pretty slow against Necallis that stick out buttons and to counter it. So you have to be very good with your timing. So you need to space it out right. And then, yeah. He has a 3 frame, so having him block stun, you have to use your light kick. Unless if you have conditioned Necalli to stop pressing buttons, and then. But you don't want to be using that too much. If Necalli's throwing the medium punch a lot, you can use that to punish them. Medium punch or crouching medium punch. Medium kick. You want to make sure you're spacing, you're zoning out the Necalli player very well. So once you are beating the player in the neutral, once you got that down pat, because Bison does do well against Necalli, because Necalli doesn't have good buttons mid-screen. He's gonna try to get in on you by jumping in on you, because he's struggling. He's not finding a way to get in on you. So he's either gonna start jumping in, or he's gonna start using Seismo more, or start taking risks to get in on you. So you have to be very aware of that. All right, hold on. So dealing with the ground pound Necalli has, you have to use your EX Stomp. So EX Stomp does beat it out. It is basically a punish. Can't use EX Scissors. You can use it, but you have to like preemptively know that he's gonna throw it out. It is plus, so you can't just throw it out sometimes. Far distance doesn't link all the attacks. It has to hit on the first hit of the scissor kick, the EX scissor kick. You could catch up to them with the Psycho Axe after a knockdown. You can use Doze Reverse, but most likely the Necalli player will recover. And if you take too long to punish his stomp or his ground pound, he's going to be able to DP you. So stomp is the option, the X stomp. Try to go for Doze Reverse. It's a little risky. You are getting plus frames on it, so it's up to you. That's your decision, but they both can work depending on if you want to take your risks or not. So you do have to take risks as well to get on Necalli. Your neutral as well, but to get actually in on him is kind of hard. He has good close range normals to beat you if you get close to him. So it's mainly staying far away from him. And just using good frame traps. He does have a DP. So you don't want to be too stubborn with your frame traps. If you press too much, like you've seen some of my matches that I have where I'm getting too stubborn on someone's wake up, he has DP, even after Psycho Axe. They're trying to get the pressure off of them so they could be in a better position. So do watch out for that. You have to read your opponent. These are frame traps. So V-reversal in Necalli is not the best option against that frame trap. So you V-reversal the medium kick, he can kind of move back after the medium kick and dodge the V-reversal. Not punish you, but kind of like he could dodge it on block. Obviously he has a lot of time to block it, so you don't want to be V-reversing that. This either he can kind of move back and then wait for it to whiff or whatever. There's options that you can use. If you do a little too late, see right there that I whiffed it, so he's able to punish you. I've seen it before. Necalli can't punish you for whiffing this. Basically, he can whiff punish the late reversal. Kind of ambiguous situation. See, so you don't want to be doing it too late. So you don't want to press buttons during that frame trap. If you're doing a different one, like for example, well, you can go into that. Yeah, that's one of the frame traps. That's more of a guess. You can interrupt that frame trap. Then get out of the corner, depending on how much meter you have. Then go into your pressure. It's kind of a guessing game because Necalli has good pressure against you. You're gonna find that a lot. You don't want to be in the corner because you get hit. Like if you get hit a couple times, he go into disc guidance from confirming it to crouch and medium. That's why I say you don't want to make mistakes by using your Psycho Axe too much. You're not going to be using your Psycho Axe that much in this match. It's very risky against Necalli. You have to be using faster normals to fight him. Using this is very risky. It's too slow, and Necalli can just beat it out. See, like there. You don't want to be using that too much. So you have to be very patient in neutral game, and do watch out for jumps. They are going to start jumping on you. And Necalli has a pretty good jumping, so you want to be using, if you can't react fast enough, you go for jump back jab. Crouching heavy punch is a good option, but if you don't react fast enough, he'll hit you out of it. It's very tough. I've seen some situations where I've done crouching medium punch by accident, and since my hitbox shrinked, and he did jump heavy punch, it completely whiffed over my head. So that's rare, but that is an idea. That is a good idea. You don't want to be doing that too much against Necalli. Against, most of the cats, you don't want to be whiffing buttons. But it does work against a lot of Necalli players. They're just so used to trying to hit you on the top of your head with their fierce that you just crouch and do medium punch and your hitbox shrinks and they whiff, you grab them. Or they'll tech and then, it just gets out of that situation. And now you're back in the neutral. So this game, you do not want to be pressured by Necalli, but when you are pressured, you have to just be aware of what Necalli can do, and just be aware of command grabs. So let me talk about the command grabs. So mid screen, if Necalli command grabs you, there are not too many options that he has after that. For some reason, I find myself being able to like hit Necalli players. Like sometimes I'll wake up buttons and they'll get hit. Let me get more to the mid screen. For some reason I wake up buttons and it just works after Necalli mid screen hits me. So he's not in range to do a lot of things. He can hit you with certain setups, like after the command grab. I think his only real setup at the command grab is probably crouching medium kick. That's his only real option if you try to wake up anything. Even that could be stuffed out. No. So after his command grab mid screen, he is not able to do too much. He can maybe do fierce if he's expecting you to press a button. But I always wake up and press a button after that because most Necalli players try to do something. Obviously don't wake up with anything unsafe. You don't want to do that. No, you have buttons that are safe and also link into stuff. So you don't want to be like doing wake up, like nothing too safe. You don't want to be doing wake up heavy punch or nothing too slow. You don't want to be doing that. So even that can be pushed down. He can't do a lot, so that's something that you should know. If you get command grab mid-screen by Necalli, he cannot do anything to you. There's nothing that he could do. So, alright. So there's not too much that he could do. He could probably move up and just do a little bit, but that's about it. Alright. Let's go over nothing. Sorry about the messages. It's a group chat. That's the same thing from before. Alright. So some Necalli players, let me show you some more block strings that you should be prepared for when you're in the corner against Necalli. Some Necallis do that. Some Necallis do other things as well. You have to kind of read that. Some Necallis do raw stomp. Raw ground pound after that. They'll dash up. Because they're trying to build meter. Remember, no Necalli player, they're gonna try to build meter. So be prepared for any ground pounds at any distance. You have to be ready to jump in. So sometimes I'll risk. You don't want to jump in Necalli in the corner, because he just puts you back in a bad situation. You want to try to risk jumping down Necalli, you should do it mid-screen. Because you can't get too much off of it. You don't have to be too afraid. He has pushback on his normal, so you don't have to really worry too much. And if he tries to move up a little more to try to grab you, you can see that he's going to grab you, so you can tech it. So if you want to jump in Necalli, you can risk doing it mid-screen. And if you try to go for a jab anti, the heavy punch would sometimes beat it out. So depending on if the Necalli can time it really well. If he times it perfect, he's gonna trade. If he messes up, now you gotta jump in. And now you're pushing him to the corner. And now he gotta basically risk doing a DP. And that's when you go for like lighter stuff. When you go for delay, wake up, delay timing, because certain Necalli players, if you delay your timing, at least, if the Necalli player wakes up jab, you'll block it. But if he wakes up DP, or if he just stands there, you'll at least still be able to pressure him, if he still stands there. So make sure that you do practice media timing as well against Necalli, because Necalli has a 3-frame on wake up, so make sure you are prepared for that. Did I set it up? Did I set that up? So somebody should definitely practice against Necalli. This is wake up jab. So just go for a normal recovery, like so. Then just practice like against Necalli's, just wake up and do stuff. You want to make sure that you got your media timing on point. So yeah, make sure your media time is on point. Don't hesitate, because any hesitation will cause the game for you. You're gonna commit. Don't hesitate too much. I understand it might be a close match, and just stay calm and make your decision. You be a little cautious when it's closer in the match, because you don't want to. The Necalli player might get risky when he's losing the match, so that's understandable. So yeah, just be prepared for that. Just you get a free setup off for that. So you can't wake up jab. You can't wake up jab against a grab. Grab beat it out. So yeah, just be prepared for that. And knowing that he has a 3-frame, you know that your block strings have to go from any 1+1 block string that you do on Necalli. It's very risky to press light punch. You have to use your light kick, your 3-frame. So it beats out his attempt to jab you out. See, I'm not timing that right. Make sure you're timing all your stuff. You don't want to get jabbed out because you failed to practice. So make sure you do practice those things. So this matchup is all about just predicting the Necalli player and waiting for him to make a mistake. You want to stay mid-screen with him. You don't want to play the long-range game because then he could just ground pound you to death. Well, you can wait for him to go for a ground pound so you could do your EX. But in a higher level like match, or like when when you both know each other, when both players are very experienced with the character, they're gonna play very lame and very patient and sit back a lot against these things. So make sure you are prepared for that. It's gonna be a very boring match. Don't want to be doing regular Devil's Reverse because DP will destroy that. If you're gonna do Devil's Reverse, you do EX close up to try to get the Necalli player to whiff something, then punish him on the other side. That you can do. Most Bison players know that you could just use EX Devil's Reverse to get the other side. So that some characters can you can't DP that. It's very risky to DP. You can't DP if someone just commits. But if the player's committed to DPing that, you could go to the other side and then whiff. And throwing out a normal against Bison's EX Devil's Reverse will get stuffed out. Necalli does not have a normal that can stuff out Bison's Devil's Reverse. He can only use DP. Crouch Fierce, I've seen one time that Crouch Fierce traded where you're not gonna get beat out. Jab is gonna get destroyed. DP is the only option, and you can go to the other side to bait it out. But if you're using regular Devil's Reverse, you have to be very risky. If you're gonna use regular Devil's Reverse, make sure you are using it to bait out DP from this distance. You don't want to be using it when you are close range to Necalli. When you're close range to Necalli, you don't want to be using it. So yes, you want to be using that. Alright. That's what I was talking about. Sorry about the pause, I'm just trying to remember, make sure that I got most of the stuff. Talk about jump when Necalli gets, any Necalli that you're beating around neutral are going to start jumping on you. So let's go over the V trigger, or how to deal with Necalli's V trigger. So when Necalli's in V trigger, it is very tough basically. So he's a lot faster. His normals are. This is definitely where you don't want to be sticking out buttons against Necalli, because his crouching strong is very good in V trigger. Has a big hitbox and then he brings to the corner. One disc guidance, corner carry. So against Necalli, they're gonna be very mobile. They're either gonna dash in. This is where you have to guess. And online is a little hard to see this, but either offline, even offline, is still hard to react to this. So you have to guess either dash in or jump in. So if you are trying to guess, you can stick out normals, because you try to dash in, it gets hit. So let me set up things that Necallis do. Alright. Another one where he's going to dash in on you. Or jump in on you. Alright. Let's go with this one first. Keep using that. I'll say use EX scissors because even if he jumps, you at least get out of the way. So if you have meter, I'll use EX scissors sometimes. See? One mistake. So you at least get out. And if he does dash in on you, you'll still be able to hit him. So a lot of the Necallis are going to go for cross-ups a lot. So you're going to find that a lot. A lot of Necallis are going to try to go for cross-ups. That's where you use back light punch. Because being crossed up on Necalli, you have to guess again. So yeah, let me go over the cross-up. The cross-up is very effective. Alright. That's better. You can use jab as well to stuff it out. Just always want to be ready, even if you get hit. You always want to be ready for anything, because Necallis are gonna start taking risks to get in on you. So you have to be very, very aware of that, and just start, you know, stuffing them out. Make sure you are stuffing them out in V-trigger. So that's kind of like shows this matchup. It's kind of what the matchup is about. You know, using your EX stomp against his ground pound, not letting him build meter, and basically starting your offense on him as fast as you can. Because once he starts the offense on you, you're gonna find it very hard to get out. So this matchup is pretty tough. Not that easy. But you do have better buttons than him in the neutral, so you could really just stuff him out in neutral. Very effective against Necalli. And do watch out for DPs as well. So I hope everything in this video, I hope this video helped you a lot. Don't really have any like crazy tactics. I have another video where I talk about how to beat players that neutral jump a lot. So Necalli is a character you're gonna find neutral jumping a lot. So to beat neutral jumps, if you didn't know already, if you want to beat neutral jumps, you use your EX stomp. That's another way to counter jumping as well. The EX stomp. Spend meter, and it's kind of good for you because even if the opponent doesn't jump, you use devil's reverse anyway. So your opponent has to deal with the devil's reverse. If he doesn't know how to deal with it, then he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. And that becomes like a guess right there. Alright. So I hope you guys out with this matchup. Any Bison players that were struggling with this matchup. Pretty sure a lot of Bison players don't really like this matchup. You know, they face, you know, any really good Necalli, they're gonna, you know, see that how hard it is sometimes when they're pressured. You could reversal, but there are situations where you have to be very careful to reversal. And basically, you have to read the Necalli player and see the tendencies of Necalli players. A lot of them like to dash up, you know, size mode, you know, after block strings. So you want to be prepared for that. So again, thanks for watching. I don't think I said it before, but thanks for watching anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe for more videos. If you have any questions or any other matchups that you want to know, just leave a comment in the comment section below. And I do play other characters as well, so I do play God, I do play Borog, I do play Karen. I play a good amount of characters as well. I do know matchups, so if you have any questions, just leave it down below and I'll either make a video or just respond to your question. And that I'm out. Goodbye.